Okay, formally begin. Hello guys, this is Sir Eat a Lot here streaming on Twitch, and I'm doing this live as a Slayer guide for everyone there who is searching for a Slayer guide, a beginner's guide, or a farming guide for the Palace of Opportunity. Today guys, I'm gonna show you how to build your Slayer properly, and if you have any suggestions, just comment on the chat in Twitch or whenever I post this on YouTube and Facebook. Alright guys, so let's begin. Alright. So first of all, guys, the skill build. So at the moment I am 259. I'm on my farming equipment. So let me change that. So let's start with the runes. Okay, the runes. Importantly for the runes, guys. This is the runes. This is for the PvP rune. So I'm gonna go first for the PvP rune. Let's go for magic. You can also go for physical damage, but I go for magic because most of my attacks have dark damage in them. And I think that most of my attacks are magic. So I'm gonna go for basic attack speed. Of course, for basic attack speed, that's what you need. And I need assault, increases damage for non-targeting skills. So a lot of skills of Slayer is not targeted. So this is a good buff for your Slayer. And assault, another property. For example, if you for me, if I'm gonna understand this um rune, is that when you attack with a dark damage, it's gonna stay dark damage. And then if you attack another one, it's gonna be like 2% increase for 5 seconds, and it stacks for 5 times. So yeah. All right, let's go for this one. This one is good because we use projectiles. Okay, and it's for assault. Control is this one. Yeah, nothing to talk about here. Control uses the damage of all projectiles. I will show you guys why. Increase critical hit rate. That's really good. Here, drop rate. This is for normal field and everything. Um, Critical hit rate, that's important. You can either pick from these two. If you get crowd control all the time, you can use for this one. Grants immunity to crowd control effects for 2 seconds after a successful evade. That is if you successfully evade. But for me, I will do damage all the time, so I'm gonna use this one. Increases damage by 2% for 5 seconds when using a skill with agility. So I have some skills in my skill slots that have agility. Next is, let's go for increased attack speed. This one is really, really good when you use shift evade. This will increase the cast speed of your skills. When you attack, it's going to be a little bit faster in casting. And then, of course, the level 33 rune is the most important one in Fate, because this one straight up gives you rune attributes of every color by 9. That is good. Let's move on to support. For support, guys, I'm going to go for stamina recovery because we are a melee class, not a range class. And we use dodge a lot. We use our shift evade a lot in battles, especially in PvP, because you will have to get in and out and use every mobility skills against those filthy archers. I know who you are, guys. You know who you are. Next is this one for the support. Safer together. Decreases damage taken by 5% for 10 seconds for party members within 24 meters range when using healing skills that will heal you and your allies. So this one is when you use you have a skill in Slayer that heals you. So this one is good when you're going in and trying to get heals. You'll receive less damage. It's basically that. So it's helpful for you to tank and to deal damage as well, because DPS is useless when you die. Okay, if the DPS dies, there is no DPS. So as long as the DPS is there, the DPS will be there. You got it, guys. All right. Next is here is like, really depends on how you want to play. You want to play as a glass cannon, you can. You can use the weaken, the middle one in the 12 points in the support runestone, or you can use this heal allies, including yourself, within 10 meters of range when attacking an enemy. So this one heals a lot, and also this one, the other one, is also good because when you attack, you will heal yourself and your ally. So I think this one is the one that when your teammate attacks, it will also heal you. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I will check later. But this one is also good if you want more damage against your enemies, especially in PvE scenarios. This one is great, but for PvP, I would pick the healing, either of the two. Next one, let's talk about the protection. I only have like up to 6. I'm still fixing my runestones, but sooner or later I'll get there. So let's talk about this one. Of course, we can use for PvP either this one, critical hit damage by 10%. It will decrease all critical hit damage. So when a critical hit, it's going to be reduced damage. But I'm going to pick the critical hit resistance. So in that way, they don't do any critical at all to me. At least there's a chance, right? The next one is for PvP damage taken. Of course, you have to take that. But if you only unlock the bottom one, I suggest you take the protection, opportunism, this one, because this gives you a barrier equal to your evade. But it depends on you. I haven't unlocked it. I'm gonna keep experimenting on this side here. Alright, so this one's fixed. For the awakening, guys, I'm gonna go if you reach endgame, guys, as I've learned from the videos from the past players of ELYON, they're gonna use agility, awakening, because it reduces the cooldown of all skills but decreases your skill attributes. But for me, in the beginning of the game, middle game, early game, I suggest you guys get the glass cannon and then the winning move. And then if after that, you're done with that, you should get the fleeting grit, because the fleeting grit, when you enter a combat, you will reduce, like, not take a lot of damage. It will decrease all damage taken by 15% for 60 seconds upon entering combat status. So that is good. If you want to charge in, not die straight away, this is a good one. Save this. It's for the PvP.
Attributes were saved.
So attributes were saved. All right. So let's go for the mana. I'm gonna actually reset my mana here. So let's go for check our mana. Let's reset our mana, guys. All right. So what do we have here? Okay. Let's first discuss the mana points. I'm gonna reset mine because I'm gonna do it properly this time. All right. So first of all, in Ultimate Imprint, always get preparation, because this one will let's read the effects. All right. The effects is awakens your innocent temporarily, granting an AoE ultimate defense that brings your death to the limits. Can attack enemies to recover Numen and use your ultimate by consuming Numen. So this one is good. Is a protection skill. Like this one is not protection skill, but let me see. Awakens preparation mana to enhance various effects related to recovery, shield defense, barrier, and pets. This one is a good survivability imprint. So this one is a must for melee. Next one is Scholar. For beginners, guys, if you are searching for extra skill attributes, Scholar is the top one to get. Max it out. In early game, max it out. This is the first one that you need to max out. And the next one is the increased accuracy. Accuracy helps. If you keep missing a target, this one helps you to actually get damage in there and not miss a lot of your hits. Because in this game, you can miss even if you're hitting the enemy in front of you. Next one is Meditation, because Numen, guys, it's very important because Slayer always utilizes his Blood Contractor, which this one is releases the concentrated vigor and summons the Blood Contractor, who receives damage on your behalf. So this one is like somehow a skill that will take damage for you. Yeah. So when you get hit, guys, he will take the damage for you. And then while you cast the skill, it will actually grant you an iframe or invincibility frame. So this is a good skill, right? So always utilize this, guys. If you want to win a clutch game, this one is a good skill to actually activate. Next one, guys, is Mortar Strike. Our skills is probably projectiles, because we're going to be playing around Art of Fencing a lot in this build. And most of our damage comes from the Art of Fencing in this build, guys. So you should get this to max if you can. But for early game, just put 1 point. Okay? Just put 1 point. At least you know what skills you need to level up. Next is Bleed Enhancement. It increases the continuous damage we do. So in some of our skills, we have like, for example, like burn effect. Let me check. I'll check on that, guys. Because I was studying on the skills that we would use. And this one is like one of the best ones to get. All right. So just that Bleed Enhancement increases your this continuous damage. All right. So yeah, that pretty much that is for the rune of the awakening, the mana awakening here for the key imprint. So to get those guys, max them out. I suggest max out Bleed Enhancement, the last. So let's talk about the Transcendent Imprint. So the Transcendent Imprint, guys, we're gonna get Advanced Guard. This one is a must for any melee people out there. I think for like Warlords and Slayers, and probably the Paladin in the sooner updates. You should get Advanced Guard, because this one just gives you straight up decreased damage taken. It will make you tanky. You will survive more hits than usual. Next one is return fire. This one is great for archers, those sneaky archers, guys. When you chase them or you get chased by archers, this has a chance to root them in place or bind them in place for 2 seconds. So this one is a good one to max out. But first, for early game, just put 1 point in there. Okay, this one is good for range because we're melee. We need something against them, right? Yeah. Next one is snipe, because our attacks is really focused on the art of fencing, and yeah, that is where mainly our damage comes from. And the spin to win, the spin to win, guys. It's the freaking windstorm cleave or the whirlwind or whatever you want to call it, but I call it win spinach to winach, guys. Spin to win. Next is the magic aggregation. So this one gives us additional damage and energy recovery. So we actually need this one because it can recover 10% of our max energy when hitting enemy. Because usually our skills, guys, are like this. Spin to win here is a little bit long. The range in this one is long, and it pulls enemies towards us. And yeah, once you do this skill, it actually gives a weaken to the enemies, and it is good. It just brings a lot of damage. When you go rampage mode, this one is great for your slayers. Pretty much that is it for the transcendent imprint. Let's talk about the basic imprint. So the basic imprints, guys, what you want to increase here is increase main stat, increase versatility, acceleration increase. This one is good for like I'm not sure why the acceleration, but I just tried to study this one first. But I think for me, I think this one is like how you would start your skills up. The cast speed. Yeah, and then increase max weapon attack. Of course, this one is the best one to get. Don't get the minimum weapon attack. Get this one. It will increase your DPS by a lot. And then increase critical hit power. Of course, when you hit rampage mode, guys, you would be like full crit in this one. Full crit. So this one is great. So I'll always use this one. Vitality increase, of course, so more survivability. More HP means you can survive more hits. You can heal a lot. And then the last one is the max stamina. So max out stamina late game. All right. So we've discussed all of those. Let's reset our mana so you can actually see what you need. For early game, this one, you click this one here. You get Scholar to max. Let's get Scholar to max here. Resize to max. Let's put it on max, guys. This one is where's the one? Not this one. It's not that. Where is it? Bleed enhancement. We're just gonna put one there first. Mortar strike. Get it all. Okay, get it all. You cannot. Yeah. Insufficient mana level. Okay. Yeah. Why not? Max this one out too. I think this is meditation. Yeah. 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 Meditation, guys. Meditation. It's not mental control. This one is meditation. Yeah. Is that right? I forgot already. Yeah. Meditation. Yeah. Covers Newman, guys, is important. Okay. Let's go to here, this side here. So what we'll get here is the advanced guard. Let's get one. Return fire. Let's get one. Let's see here. Where's the other one? Snipe. Let's get snipe. Magic aggregation. Yeah. Let's get that one. And we can actually get one more. So I'm still how do I say this? I'm still looking for what skills to get here. But this one, I think retaliation is a good one because for archers they will hit you first. So at least this one decreases damage from an enemy who has dealt any damage by 5, 6, or 7% for 5 seconds and increases incoming damage by. So this one is I don't understand retaliation a lot, but I think this one is decreases the enemy that hits you, and then it will increase the damage that is the one that is the one that is dealing damage to you. You'll get more damage from him. Like he will get more damage, incoming damage. I think that is it. I'm having a hard time. Increases damage for 5 seconds when a barrier created for yourself is destroyed. No, we're gonna get retaliation for this one because I think I think that is what we need here. Let's put that there. Okay, let's go to the basic imprint. So main stat, versatility and acceleration increase, and then max weapon, critical hit power, vitality, and some stamina. So that is what you want to max out. Yeah, this one is right. This one is correct. Yep. Yeah, this one is correct. All right, all right. Let's level this one up. This one's a max. 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 Max level already, and then the last one will be the stamina. Yes, this is what I should have done before, and yeah. Now you know, guys, how the mana. It's a long discussion, guys. This is gonna be a long video when I post it on Facebook or YouTube. But yeah, this is for me as a new player and what I've seen in other old players. This is what they use currently. And I've asked some players actually what to use, and they said here, use this one here. So I just like mix it up and made my own. So this is not actually my own, but like most of what I've gathered. Right. Let's apply this one. That is the one we need. So last, just leave out the stamina. Right. Okay. Now we've finished that. Let's go to skill builds. All right. Skill builds here. So let's actually make another plot. We're gonna call this one is the regular PvP, the thrusting one. The thrust. Basically, they're the same. Diving. Let's dive. Dive PvP. Because we keep diving in this one. And dive in and dive out. This one is fresh. This is fresh. No skills put here. But if I had a breakthrough, yes, I'm still working on that. If I had a breakthrough, guys, I would add the buff, which is this one. I'll talk about it. First skill to use, guys. Most important skill to put. Let's focus on the right. Okay, left mouse button and right mouse button. For the right mouse button, you put wind cleave. Okay, wind cleave must always, guys, in any build, Slayer. In my opinion, you should use the last one. Okay, it's important. Because this one gives you no cooldown. And it will weaken the enemy. You know it already. This one is the best skill for Slayer. Next one is Art of Fencing. So Art of Fencing for me, I'm going to put it on Q. And this one is like the best damage you can do in like the entirety of a Slayer. Because if you do the PVE build that I'm going to show you later, it's going to be like one of the best burst a DPSs you'll ever see in a Slayer. So this one's great. Really, really great. Let's put that in there. It's on the queue. Void Slash is your mobility and your entry skill. You can either, if you're starting up, don't put any skills in this. If you're like starting up, like you're just building the build right now. So Void Slash, just leave it 0. But if you already have the skill, I suggest you get the third one because this one gives you 3 slashes. All right, it gives you 3 charges. And it is really quick. You can chase archers if you want to with this one. But if you're more on for like a little bit of CC, you can go for the freeze build. This one, I'm not going to use this one. It's just there. And of course, we have this one's the dive. So we're going to talk about the blood sword. We're going to talk about the blood sword later. For now, we're going to talk about the cleave. The cleave, guys. This one is the one and only quick stun that you will ever pull off, and then it begins. The combo begins after you do the meteor cleave on a certain enemy. Because this one, guys, will stun the enemy, and it will increase your critical hit rate of rear strike. So if the enemy is facing back, you're chasing them, it's gonna be critical hit city all the time. All right. This one is your tenacity. Is also a block at the same time when you use it, and of course, this one is your stun, and you're like the one that will give you an opening to combo the enemy. Alright, so this one is important. I'm going to put it on the left button because that is where the action. Alright, the blood drain, guys. The blood drain, I haven't gotten the fourth one because it's not good. But this one, if you're beginning the build, just don't put anything. Of course, in the meteor clip, don't put anything. Just leave it. Just leave it like that. Okay. And now for blood drain, guys, either you put this one. It's got a follow-up skill for PvP. Alright, let's put this one here. For PvP, either you can put this one here or this one here. You just pick, guys, whatever you choose. But I suggest this one for extra CC, for extra combo potential. Put Blood Rain in 4. For me, it's 4. I put it in 4. All right, let's go to battle integration. The battle integration, guys, it's good to use this one, the last one, but I don't have points to spend on that. But for now, we're gonna put this one. Always put the first one, the common grade one. Okay, the common grade up. I'm gonna put it on. All right. Next ones, guys, is the expiration. Expiration is one of your best AOE abilities in Slayer. And Slayer, this one is a projectile skill. Non-target skill. Yeah, a non-target skill. So this one is a good one. But it's your vigor, which is the vigor, guys. When you hit like 5 vigors, you can enter rampage mode. But if you're missing vigor, you cannot enter rampage mode. That's the currency in your class that we need to spend to activate rampage. So expiration is the best one. Always get the second one. Don't never get the other, guys. The other things are useless. This one is the best one because it's an AOE. It's like raining swords down on enemies. I'm gonna put it on 1. Blood Moon. If you have the points to spend like the fourth one is the best one because it activates the other skill that we're gonna mention later, Blood Pyre. Right? So if you have points, if you have the points to spend, use the fourth one. But if you don't have the points to spend, just put 1 or nothing. Simple as that. So I'm gonna put it. Last skill. Oh, my back. No. Second to the last. All right. So the second to the last, guys, is Bloody Pyre. Yeah, Bloody Pyre. So I'm gonna suggest, guys, to use the third one. Actually, this 3 is good. This one increases the range, and this one just leaves a little bit of dark damage on the enemies. And after the damage is done, it's gonna heal you for a little bit. But yeah, they're all good. But I'm gonna get the fourth one. Always get the fourth one. This one gives you 10 seconds crowd control immunity when you cast it. So this one is good for those 1v1 situations or those sick archers. Those archers, man. Those archers are just pain in the ass. You may want to have a lot of crowd control immunity skills because they're just gonna arrow your ass to the ground, man. I'm gonna say that right now. They're gonna arrow your ass to the ground. Alright, so let's put Blood Pyre on the second. Alright, here we go. So I'm gonna put I forgot to put the Void Slash. Alright, so we've done that. We have our setup. This one is the Dive PvP. This one is like for every situation. You can farm in this build. You can 1v1 in this build. Whatever you like. This one is a good build. Right. So we're going to save this one. Dive PvP. That's what I call it. Or the Thrust PvP. Whatever you want to call it. So where's our dummy? Alright. Let's go to our dummy. Okay. So first of all, guys, when you start a battle, you have to check if the enemies are. So for example, the enemies is static. Alright. So what you want to do is cast your Art of Fencing, dive in, thrust, throw the Blood Pyre, spin to win. If you're going to dodge, release the expiration. Basically, that is the combo for the Slayer. If you want to chase someone, you can use this one. Actually, we can use a little bit of demo for later. So we're going to do 3v3 balance, arena, or 1v1. That is it. This one is important. When you chase someone, you're just going to hit this one. Right, just like that. And your main damage skill is going to be the Blood Pyre, right? No, not the Blood Pyre. This one, Art of Fencing. It's going to create a lot of damage, right? A lot of damage. So this is the PvP build. So let's go to my PvE build. Here's the PvE build. Alright, so here's our PvE build, guys. So PvE build, guys, what changed here is that I added the Half Moon Slash and it's 4. It's the epic grade one, so this one will have the chance to activate on the last, I think it's the 5th attack. The 5th attack of Half Moon Slash will activate, or you will have the chance to activate Art of Fencing. So this is double Art of Fencing, right? So I also added a skill on Meteor Cleave. I put 1 so I can activate Half Moon. Half Moon will be activated at its 5th. So this is where the combo comes in. This is where the burst comes in, guys. This is good. Battle integration just for defense, expiration, the AoE. And of course, the buff imprint release is really good. I don't think the epic rate is great at all, so I just picked increased duration or no duration at all. Right? I will just pick that. All right. So we're set. Everybody's set. All right. So let's do the full combo. Right? The damage dealer. All right. So we buff up. Hit the enemy here. Activate the Blood Moon. Art of Fencing. And then Inspiration. That is a lot of damage, guys. Very, very big damage. When you're doing bosses, single target PvE, that would be really, really great for you guys. If you use that kind of combo. All right. Same thing. Oh wait, no. I forgot to mention about the runestones for the PvE. The PvE, guys. This one's the PvP. The first one we discussed is for the PvP. This one is for the PvE. For the PvE, guys, what you want to do is I'm just gonna keep the Assault Amplified Magic. I'm gonna put the basic critical hit power by 10%. I'm gonna use the Judgment, and I'm gonna improve the Judgment in the 4th level, the 21 level, and I'm gonna keep this one here for the projectile. It increases our power because we're using the Art of Fencing as our burst damage, right? The controls stay as is. This one is as is. This one, guys, you can use damage if you're gonna be like DPSing the dungeon. You can use the damage now. Protection, guys, of course, it depends on the situation, but I'm gonna go for HP here. And then for PvE damage taken, either this one if the PvE really hurts, but we're gonna fight bosses. We're literally gonna fight bosses, so we're gonna use this one. So the chances of us surviving in a dungeon is higher. The Awakening just stays as is. You know, it's already a good damage rune. So that is it, alright? So we do the combo again so you guys can see. Buff up. Hit it. The Moon. Art of Fencing. And then Expiration. I promise, guys, you will do a lot of damage. If you have someone that is high item level and then you just do that combo perfectly, they're gonna be surprised how you do it. Right? So let's do it with the Rampage mode, actually. People can see how fast we can pull this off. Alright, so let's wait for the cooldown of the Thrust and our buff. By the way, guys, if you run out of mana, you can just dash away. It will increase mana. Just like that, right? Okay, let's do the full combo. Rampage. Buff. Thrust. Blood Moon Slash. This one here. Art of Fencing. And then 12k damage, guys. I am 514 item level. But I know you guys can do more damage than me. Probably from people that are like 550 already, 530, and I know you guys can pull this build off. And for the 400 people item level, guys, you still can burst. I know you guys still can burst. This class is amazing. It can burst a lot. Has a lot of burst potential. Okay. Let's go for the other build, other PvP build. So that's same thing. Let's go for the runes. So here we go. The runes should be the same thing here. Those three here. Probably the most changes would happen if you change to PvP to PvE in runestones is just assault and protection and support. Probably, yeah, just that. Combat recovery, I'm gonna go for that. For PvP, I'm gonna go for this.
Runestone
Right.
attributes were saved.
For the PvP one, this is the type. The dive PvP. We have the other PvP, which is we're gonna buy one, which is called the I'm still thinking about it, but it's like life drain and pool. Life drain slash pool. Why pool? I'm gonna explain. Copy this one. Let's use this one. Then we're gonna paste this here. Pretty much the same thing, but some skills will change. Right? Let's load this up. The pool PvP. Okay, so one skill will change. We're gonna remove the Meteor Cleave out of the build, and we're gonna put the Blood Sword in. Why the Blood Sword? Because the Blood Sword skill has this one. It will change to Hello, Luca Blights. What's up? This one will change into a target skill, a lock-on skill. Have you heard about the pool, the change of the warlord? We can do that in Slayer. This one is amazing. So I'm gonna show you guys the blood sword build. Okay. So first of all, because my points is not enough for this build, even if I'm on Star's Blessing already. So we're gonna remove the blood drain here. We're gonna remove the blood pyre here. So we're gonna put it on the second one. And then let's put all the points in the blood sword, right? So let's see if we can still put more, a little bit. Yeah, I can put one more there. One more, I can put one more there. All right. So just do the adjustments a little bit, guys. It depends on the skill attributes you have. Okay. All right. So we've done it. Let's save the skills. Go. Same rune attributes, guys, as the PvP build. This one is just changed. So here we are. Slayer. This one is a lock-on skill, right? It's just like the Warlord. If you played the Warlord on CBT or you actually played Warlord on the first day and then changed to Slayer, you will know that the Warlord has that pull. I don't know what the skill is called, but it is something that they will grab you in a chain and then pull you into them. That is, we have that. Okay. I will answer that Lucas Lights after I explain my guide here, right? First of all, guys, it will lock on. So when you lock on a target, for example, let's go to a mob. Actually, go to a mob. I'll show you. Let's just imagine this PVE right here, our mob, our PvP. Right. So there's multiple people here. This build is good for multiple targets. So once you lock onto them, quick. This one is a kill. It will, if you were farther from the enemy, it will not lock on him anymore, but once you're near them, it will lock on again. It will be linked again to them. So this skill is amazing because not only you can life drain, all right? Not only you can life drain, but you can pull them. See that? We pulled them with our Slayer skill. Thank you, Lucas Blights, for the follow, by the way. Thank you, man. So yeah, that is the blood sword build. Basically, that's it. Pull them into you, and then you combo stun them with the Blood Moon. Then this one, follow up with that, and then spin to win. Spin to win. If you run out of mana, you can use the E skill, and then you can use the battle integration to chase or to stun someone, lock them in. Okay. So that is it for a PvP good watcher. All right, let's begin. AFK farming for Slayer, guys. So here is the guide. All right. So here's the skill build of the Slayer AFK farming. So first of all, Resurrection Scroll. Resurrection Sword on the first skill. This one will give you on projectiles because the enemies are linear in a straight line. So this one is a good one to clear the mobs. All right. Next one is Blood Pyre. Blood Pyre is only for like knocking them up. Okay. So you won't get. So when you get stuck, when you get swarmed, you can knock them up and then form a combo, or the AI will dodge it. Right. They will dodge it. Next one is an imprint release. This is important because it will increase your damage in the dungeon, and of course it will give you the dark buff. Applies dark scar with all. So dark scar means dark damage. Dark damage, and it decreases healing. So it's anti-healer. What else? We need battle integration so you can get out of the stack, and of course you can defend yourself from getting stacked. So this is like a defensive skill. Next one is Bloodstream Summon. If you don't have any points, you can just remove the vampiric blood summon, the uncommon grade upgrade. So you can just leave it up or leave it on. It's your choice if you have enough points. Blood drain, of course, same thing. If you have enough points, you can put the second uncommon grade or nothing at all. All right. Next one is the Art of Fencing. Of course, in all builds, it's always the fourth one. It's the epic grade. Blood sword. This one's gonna be different because this one will leave a trail of blood. It's like a burning. It's like an overtime damage in a straight line, and once the enemy steps on it and they get damaged, you get healed from the damage. All right. So this is the AFK. Next one is the Windstorm Cleave. This two here, Art of Fencing and Windstorm Cleave, is like the best in slot. It's like the lock skill of the Slayer. All right, so you never lose these two. If you lose these two, you're gonna miss out on a lot of damage. But it's your choice. But this is my current build for AFK farming. So Yeah, I suggest you stand in the stack, right? Stand in the stack of the mobs. Okay. So for the rune stones for the AFK, the rune stone is amplified magic, precision, judgment, lightning, so you can upgrade the damage of judgment, and killer shot if you're runestone 33 for assault. Control is the same, fade is the same. Support, as for support, you can use combat recovery and then safer together, right? Safer together. And then why is my let me
Runestone attributes were
my
saved.
my luminous is not unlocked. So if you unlock the last luminous, the support one, you get the cheer or the splitting blood. It's your choice. You pick one. For here, it's simple HP and then PVE damage taken reduced. For here, it's the same. Oh, no. You pick the agility.
Runestone attributes were saved.
So we can adjust our skills here. You pick agility, guys. It will increase the skills. All right. So I am missing a lot of points. So I'm gonna remove this one. All right, just remove one. Yeah, remove one. Just adjust. The important thing is that you don't adjust is the resurrection sword, the imprint release, battle integration, art of fencing, blade blood, and windstorm cleave. These five should not be adjusted. The other skills can be adjusted. Battle integration can be adjusted. Blood ring can be adjusted. Other skills can be adjusted. Depends on you. All right. Save this. This is the current skill for the I call it BDM mode because I play a certain game before, a mobile game that is always AFK. I just named it that. So that is it for the AFK build for Slayer, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna post this on Facebook and then on YouTube. I'm gonna start out my channel as an ELYON streamer. So thank you for watching, guys. And now let's continue with our regular live stream. Let us do some dungeons. All right. I'm